Israel's army chief has told troops the military is preparing for a possible ground operation in Lebanon, a further sign the conflict with Hezbollah could become a full-blown war. Israeli jets have again targeted positions of the Iranian-backed group in southern Lebanon. The Lebanese health ministry says more than 70 people were killed in a third day of strikes. On a visit to northern Israel, the head of the army told troops operations will continue until they destroy Hezbollah infrastructure and security is restored along the northern border.
You hear the jets overhead. We have been striking all day. This is both to prepare the ground for your possible entry and to continue degrading Hezbollah. Today, Hezbollah expanded its range of fire, and later today, they will receive a very strong response. Prepare yourselves.
Since the escalation, tens of thousands of people have fled the battle zone in southern Lebanon. Many are making their way to Syria.
I left Syria in 2014 because of the war. We went to South Lebanon and lived and worked there. Then this latest war in the south started. There were too many strikes and there was a lot of destruction. So we left. We barely made it. We've been on the road for 3 days.
I was staying in a Beirut southern suburb. We worked there and we were settled. When explosions started, we had to leave our jobs and come to Syria.
Hezbollah has released footage it says shows its rockets being fired towards Israel. The two sides have been trading fire for almost a year now. The group first launched projectiles into northern Israel in solidarity with Palestinians in Gaza. Hezbollah has vowed to continue until Israel's war with Hamas ends. Lebanese officials say more than 630 people have been killed in this week's Israeli strikes. More than 2,000 have been wounded. Many have been left with severe injuries.
We were sitting outside, me and my siblings, along with my cousins. At first we heard the planes striking far away, but then suddenly they hit right next to us. We were all thrown in different directions. My 2 cousins and my father were killed, and another cousin is still in critical condition in the hospital. We were just sitting outside, not expecting them to strike next to us, because there are no Hezbollah positions where we were. We woke up in the hospital.
Hezbollah continues to return fire in Israel. Air raid sirens were set off in many centres, including Tel Aviv. Israeli military officials say they intercepted a surface-to-surface missile. Dozens of rockets have been fired into Israel in the past day, with many people forced to take shelter.
There is endless shelling here. This is the only place we have to shield ourselves. The house is not the safest, although it is a 60-year-old house. But there are no reinforced rooms. The safest is here, the shelter.
Slowly we drag on. You see, we are inside a shelter. The security situation is tough.
The United Nations Security Council has been holding a meeting to discuss the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. Diplomats are aiming to find a way to defuse the situation and to prevent the crisis from spiralling into a wider regional war.